What really inspires or motivates you?
Well, I've always wanted to really help people in some way, and in the process safeguard and make the world gentler, more diverse, and even more beautiful than it already is.
Why did you choose to study design?
Design fascinates me because of its variability and incredible complexity. It's always exciting, enlightening, and sometimes even empowering to work in a design field.
How would you define design?
Aside from nature, just about everything we see around us has been intentionally created. But then again, nearly everything also affects design. Design can be philosophical as well as very spiritual. It gives us a much clearer understanding of just who we are, how we are connected with everything, and where we are heading as a species. I sincerely believe we can change the world for the better by means of efficient or holistic design.
What is the difference between art and design?
Art is often individualistic, limited in scope, and created with one particular objective in mind. Design requires teamwork, accountability, and transparency. It is complex and information dependent. Design is also pragmatic and involves multiple problem solving.
Why are you interested in design?
I come from a family of artists and communicators, so design and conceptualizing are part of my DNA. Although I have been interested in evolving environment, design, and sustainability concepts since the mid-60s, nobody seems to have been able to define or really answer questions about them adequately.
So what did you do about it?
I decided to take advantage of a quite recent 8-year opportunity to read everything I could find about cutting-edge generic design philosophy and theory. In the process, I collected a wide range of information.
You must have collected a tremendous amount of material. How did you make sense of it all?
At first, I was overwhelmed by the amount of information, and I didn't know how to even begin organizing, processing, filtering, or weighing it all. However, I persevered and eventually discovered 6 fundamental design elements: quintessence, governance, society and culture, economics and commerce, ecology, and metaphysics. Thereafter, I identified no less than 360 plus design variables, which I first grouped and then categorized within an appropriate design element.
How do you propose to utilize or apply all this design-relevant information?
At first, I was overwhelmed by the amount of information, and I didn't know how to even begin organizing, processing, filtering, or weighing it all. However, I persevered and eventually discovered 6 fundamental design elements: quintessence, governance, society and culture, economics and commerce, ecology, and metaphysics.
What is your design DNA concept?
My design DNA concept is like a fingerprint with 6 fundamental design elements and many design variable groupings, which are weighed according to a designer, client, or design team's values. The objectives are similar to those of forensic science. Who did it? But my design DNA criteria are necessarily softer, more subjective, and not nearly as precise. However, I believe this hypothetical analytical design methodology proposes a credible means by which everything that has been intentionally designed may someday be evaluated and traced back to its originator. In the process, an originator's identity and design objectives, values, ethics, efficacy, credibility, and professionalism all become considerably more transparent.
Can you please tell us about a few designers you like?
There are 500 plus references in my open education research material, but off the top of my head, 3 architects and a botanist come to mind: Frank Lloyd Wright, Antonio Gaudí, Hassan Fatih, and Patrick Blanc, a French botanist. All 3 architects designed long-lasting, well-functioning, and beautifully detailed buildings, which are in harmony with both humanity and their environment. These architects often chose to utilize abundant, inexpensive, and locally sourced manpower and materials. Consequently, their buildings have minimal ecological footprints and unique vernacular identities. Patrick Blanc's incredible vertical gardens are structurally quite simple, and yet they're also exceptionally beautiful, innovative, and inspirational.